Hi everybody, wanted to give you another recruitment tip for this week, and this week I'd like to talk about what is happening in Australia with employment. With some insights and knowledge around this, you can determine what kind of jobs you're applying for, and if you're hiring, where's the best place to look. So let's get into it. So Australia's unemployment rate is held steady at 4.1% in May, marking the 5th consecutive month at that level. This comes despite a slight drop in both employment, down to 2,500 people, and unemployment down 2,600 people. As a result, the overall labour force has shrunk slightly and a participation rate dipped at 0.1%, so a very small difference. So with all them facts, what does it mean? Economists say the soft numbers for May follow an exceptionally strong April when nearly 88,000 jobs were added and should not be seen as a sudden downturn. One economist I read said that it is a normalisation, not a reversal, but warned that global uncertainty may slow down employment growth over the year. Callum Pickering, he's from Indeed, also labelled the result as somewhat disappointing, but pointed out that employment has grown by over 329,000 people in the past year, outpacing the population growth and helping to keep unemployment low. Forward indicators like job postings remain healthy, but businesses are being cautious with hiring. That's something I've personally experienced when I go out and visit. On the policy front, the RBA, Reserve Bank, appears comfortable that inflation is under control, giving it room to cut interest rates again, possibly as soon as July. However, some, like economist Saul Esley, believe that the RBA may wait for June quarter inflation data before making its move. Meanwhile, population growth is slowing sharply, with the work age population rising just 28,000 per month, the slowest pace since late 2021. That's a big drop from the peak of over 63,000 per month last year as the post-COVID immigration surge starts to wind down. So what does this mean? I personally think the slowing population growth could pose challenges, especially for construction sector, which is already facing labour shortages. And in summary, while the May labour data shows a slight cooling, the job market remains tight by historical standards. With rate cuts likely and immigration easing, Australia's economy is entering a delicate balancing act between growth, inflation and workforce capacity. So watch this space. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. I hope you enjoyed these information. I'll be sharing this on my social media platforms. If you find this useful, please feel free to share it with your network, and I share tips and techniques every week. So I look forward to sharing another one with you next week. Thanks for watching.